Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm back with another tier list, literally filming this back to back to the Tribe Called Quest one. If you want to go see that tier list, press up there. That's the playlist for the whole tier lists, so all the tier lists should be up there. I've only done one, but I've got another 5 more to come, maybe 4, not sure. But today I'm here with a Wu Tang member tier list. Wu Tang are my second favorite group after Tribe Called Quest, and I love this sort of raw, uncut sound to their music, and Enter the Wu Tang's one of my favorite albums of all time, and all of their solo albums are really good too, you know, Only Built for Cuban Links and Liquid Swords, etc. So yeah, let's rank them. So first up, we got Cappadonna on the list first here.
I twist darts from the heart, try to intrude, loop my voice on the LP, martini on the slang rocks.
He's going in C for me. He's sort of known as the unknown member, as I don't think he was an official member until the second or maybe the third album, I'm not so sure. But yeah, he's alright. He's going in C, you know, he's got some good verses, like his Triumph verse is really good, and I like his verse in Iron Maiden too. Like the beat and his voice go so well together.
Deep meditation, sound orientated, war the blizzard, rap paramedical, the wizard, Cappadonna, never catering to none.
But yeah, he never really stood out to me. He's not so unique to me. His Winter Wars verse is also awesome. But yeah, I really like the way that Iron Man sort of shone the light on him a little more. I did really like that. I really enjoyed Iron Man. It's a great album. I actually got it right here. Boom. We got Cappadonna right in the middle there. An amazing rapper. He's such a cool guy. So next on the list, we got Ghostface Killah.
My style is wild, so book me. Not long is how long that this rhyme took me. Ejected styles from my lethal weapon. My pen that rocks from here to Oregon.
Yeah, Ghostface Killah is a good rapper. He's going in A. A lot of people say he's the best member. To me, he's alright. Never really liked his voice, if I'm being honest. He's a lot more well known than Cappadonna, obviously. He's got some great solo albums. Like I said, Iron Man right there. He's got Supreme Clientele, which I have as a CD over here. This album was also great. But yeah, again, never really stood out to me. I really like his, what's it called? Bring the Ruckus verse.
Ghostface, catch the blast of a hype verse. My clock burst, leaving a hearse. I did worse, I come rough.
That's like the first verse on that Wu album, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, this album is gonna be sick. Also, his Protect Your Neck verse. So yeah, I love Ghostface Killah, but he's going in A for me. Next up, we got GZA.
The Wu is too slamming for these coke killing labels, so ain't had hits since I seen Aunt Mabel. Be doing all the sin like Kane did Abel. Now they money's getting stuck to the gum under the table. Straight
SS, double S for me. Probably the best rapper in the Wu Tang. He's got the best solo album, Liquid Swords, which I have on the cassette tape right here. If you want to see this cassette tape video review, go press up there. That's the video of the review right there. I love GZA. I literally just watched his Wu Tang American Saga episode of the Liquid Swords episode. This is when I'm filming it. It'll probably come out about a week later than that. But that episode was sick. Loved the way that they sort of did the thing, how they would like collect the members together. But yeah, his voice and his flow and everything is just so cool. Best verses or songs, I guess you could say, probably Duel of the Iron Mike, Living in the World Today.
Picture bloodbaths and elevator shafts like these murderous rhymes tight from genuine craft. Check the print. Swear veterans, spark the lettering. Slow moving MCs is waiting for the editing. His Protect Your Neck verse is also amazing. I love him so much. Definitely the best rapper on Wu Tang. So that's why he's in the double S or SS tier, whatever you want to call it. Alright, next up we got Master Killah.
Homicide's illegal and death is a penalty. One justifies the homicide when he dies in his own iniquity. It's the master of the mantis rapture coming at you.
Master Killah is a good rapper. I'm gonna put him in B. He's alright. He's quite an underrated member. And I can't lie, some of his verses are weak, but they're either just weak or absolutely amazing, if that kind of makes sense. So you've got verses like the Better Tomorrow verse, which is kind of boring. It's weird how it goes from Inspectah Deck's amazing verse to then Master Killah's sort of boring, not so interesting verse with like not such good lyricism or wordplay. Then you've got verses like and Wu Gambino's, which are just so good.
God stepping forth upon holy ground of the track. It's the sound that surrounds and hurts me like I'm under attack. So I decided to bite down on the mic.
So he's a confusing rapper.
For what lurks is an expert that hurts the individual who tried the visual lies under, cause I strike like thunder.
but he's a good rapper. Yeah, I really like Master Killah. I haven't listened to any of his solo stuff, so I don't really know what he's like as a solo rapper, but Master Killah, again, he wasn't an original member, but still, I really like him, so yeah, he's great. Up next, we've got Method Man. Really stood out to me from the start. He's going in S. He's always stood out to me with that husky voice with the little lisp, and obviously Method Man is a real iconic Wu Tang song. And then he's also got a bunch of good songs from Tikal and the Blackout album that he did with Redman. For example, Release Your Delph, Bring the Pain.
Check it. I'm the f***ing man who the bet you. Notice that other rap styles is bogus. Dude, compared to this versatile voodoo.
He's got some great songs, some great verses, of course. But yeah, he's just an S because he's always been a favorite of mine. I love his voice and just his, like, I don't know, I just love him so much. Again, his Protect Your Neck verse was also amazing. I feel like every Protect Your Neck verse was good other than You Gods because it was a little bit short. I love Method Man so much, so he's an S. Alright, ODB, Ace on Unique.
You best protect your neck.
First things first, man, you're fucking with the worst. I'll be sticking pins in your head like a fucking nurse. I'll attack any nigga who's slacking his mat. Come fully packed with the fat rugged stack.
No father to his style, he's going in A. Rest in peace to him. His personality is so crazy, his rap style was so unique, and he's going in A. You know, his Return to the 36 Chambers album, which I have somewhere. An amazing album by him. You know, you got great songs like Shimmy Shimmy Ya, Baby Come On, Brooklyn Zoo, Hip It to the Hopper, Raw Hide, Protect Your Neck 2, Cutting Heads, which is my personal favourite from this album. Yeah, he's got some really good verses too. I think his most iconic, you have to agree, is his chest boxing verse.
Here I go, deep tight flow. Jack you stole can never get this low. I'm Terry Bomb and shit. Boom, that's warming up a little bit.
But yeah, I remember when I heard Brooklyn Zoo, I was just like blown away with the beat and his voice and everything. And
I'm the one man army ain't on. I never been tooken out. I keep MCs looking out. I drop signs like Crosby dropping babies.
Yeah, ODB has always been a favourite of mine, so yeah, he's going in A. Sorry if I'm kind of rushing through the members. I don't want this video to be too long, but you know, you got 10 members, you gotta go quickly. Raekwon.
The way I make the crowd go wild. Sit back, relax, won't smile. Ray got it going on, pal. Call me the rap assassinator. Rhymes rugged and built like Schwarzenegger.
He's going in S. Maybe in front of Method Man, let's say. Raekwon has always been a favourite of mine. The first one I listened to was Cream, and since then, I've always loved Raekwon.
I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side.
He's got one of the best solo albums. I'd say Only Built for Cuban Links is like on the same level as, I don't know if it's on the same level, but it's like as good as Liquid Swords. Maybe it's the second best Wu Tang solo album, but yeah, I love Raekwon. Obviously, he's got some amazing verses like Daytona 500.
Say peace to cats who rock Mac knowledge, street astrologists, light up the mic, guard knowledge, fly joints, the character points, Corolla, Motorola.
His Protect Your Neck verse was great. And of course Cream too, his verse on Cream was also really, really good. Yeah, he's always been in like the best Wu members list for me. Right next we got RZA.
Yo, chill with the feedback block, we don't need that. It's 10 o'clock, ho, where the fuck just see that? Feeling mad hostile, ran out pasto, flowing like Christ when I speaks the gospel.
RZA, he's not my favourite. I've kind of got a love and hate relationship with RZA. Sometimes I absolutely hate his verses, and sometimes his verses are legendary. I don't really like his voice. If you've listened to, I can't remember what song it's called, but there's a song that RZA's in on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye, and his voice in that is just atrocious.
Hey yo, champagne wishes and dirty white bitches. You know this shit is fucking ridiculous.
Like, it's not bad or anything, it's just kind of annoying, like I don't know, it's just his voice is just annoying. And then also in Triumph, like his verse, I don't really like his voice.
March of the wooden soldiers, see cypher punks couldn't hold us. 1,000 men rushing in, not one was sober, perpendicular to the square. We stand gold like flare.
His voice is kind of annoying, but then you've got verses like Wu Gambino's where his voice is so cool.
Sign Solid gold crown is shining with blinding lights from diamonds. I'm reclining the sky on the cloud with silver liners, double-breasted, bulletproof vested, well protected.
And Protect Your Neck, which is probably his best verse, and his feature in Cutting Heads on the Return to the 36 Chambers album is so cool. He's got to go in A.
Here it is.
Where's it at?
In the back.
Got a stack.
The dirty bastard.
Yo, you bastard, flip the fat track.
Here I go, whether friend, whether foe, let them know that I flow over the rainbow.
Hit the deck.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah, he also obviously produces most of the Wu songs, and I haven't listened to any of his solo projects, so maybe my opinion will change if I do listen to those. But for me, at the moment, he's an A. But yeah, let's move on. So next we got You God.
Wu Tang.
Olympic torch flaming, we burn so sweet. The thrill of victory, the agony defeat. We crush slow, flaming deluxe slow. Poor judgment day cometh, conquer, it's war.
I don't know whether I should put him in D or C. We're gonna put him in C because he's quite underrated in my opinion. I don't think he's really had the chance to show how good he really is or was, because he only had 2 verses on Enter the Wu Tang, and he didn't have a solo album until 1999. But yeah, his verse on Triumph is so good. His verse on A Better Tomorrow is also amazing. His Gravel Pit verse too is also real cool.
Step to my groove, move like this when we shoot the gift. Of course it's ruthless. Grab the mic with no excuses in a sec. Grab the loot this.
But yeah, he's got one of the best voices, a real powerful voice, but like I said, I haven't really listened to him as much, and he doesn't really have as many verses as the others, so he is going in C. I was thinking maybe D or C, but if I listen to his solo album, my opinion might change. But yeah. Okay, so we're on to the last rapper, the Rebel Lioness, Inspectah Deck.
I form atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me.
He's going in SS for me. He is the second best rapper on the Wu Tang. All of his verses are amazing. Really like his guillotine verse, his
poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph in half and be the Inspectah Deck on the warpath. First class, leaving mics with a cast, causing ruckus like the aftermath when guns blast. Run fast.
Famous Triumph verse, and obviously his verse on A Better Tomorrow is also amazing. And he was done dirty, I think. I think his album was meant to be released in 1995, but then there was a flood in RZA's basement, which then got trashed all of his music, so he had to redo it all, I think, which was then Uncontrolled Substance. So, you know, if it weren't for the flood, Uncontrolled Substance would have been a lot more quicker, would have been a lot more of a better album. And if it hadn't been for the flood, I reckon Inspectah Deck would have been up there with the greatest rappers of all time.
Yo, in the housing, thousands seen early graves. Victims of worldly ways, memory stays engraved. All my live brothers is locked down with high numbers. The young hunger blind to these lies, they die young.
I mean, he's just amazing. I love his, I just don't know, I think I'm gonna have to put him in front of GZA. He is just the best member, full stop. And even the Wu Tang people said it, even the members said that they hated going in the booth after the Rebel because he was just on another level with his rhymes. Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do, just listen to Protect Your Neck, his opening verse on that is cool. Listen to Guillotine. Listen to the Got My Mind Made Up verse, because his verse actually got taken off that song by Tupac, because I think Tupac just thought it's too good to be on a song with Tupac, if that kind of makes sense. So
Inspectah Deck is on the original one.
Oh, yeah, at the end it says I ain't as the rebel, and then cuts off.
the rebel.
Yeah.
Turn mind states to pebble. Mental terrorist, specialists at this. Menacing lyricist leaves crews defenseless.
Why y'all cut him off the record?
Oh man, Tupac was on fire.
My name I am the rebel. Murder was down, smash mind states to pebbles. Mental terrorist, specialist at this. Menacing, live assist, leave crews defenseless.
Yeah, I love him so much. Listen to his verse, A Better Tomorrow. Just listen to all of the Wu Tang songs that Inspectah Deck are in, and they are just so much better. He's also in Cream.
22 long hard years, I'm still struggling. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I beat back the shape of the streets to stay awake to the ways of the world. Deep.
Such a cool song. But yeah, Inspectah Deck has just always been my favorite. Right, so that's the ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't get mad at me for putting Ghostface and RZA at A. I don't think they should be any higher than that. But yeah, this is the ranking. I think it's a pretty fair ranking. Don't come at me in the comments about this because I will respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. So of course, yeah, this is the ranking. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And I will see you guys in the next one.
It's the method man for short, Mr. Map. Move it on your left. And set it off, get it off, let it off like a gat. I wanna break food, cop me back. Small change, they putting shame in the game. I take game and blow that nigga out the frame. And like bang, my style live forever. Niggas crossing over like they don't know no better.